I'm Jerry Stratton, Emeritus Associate Professor of Art at the University of Cincinnati. This presentation is about looking at and responding to photographs, but any graphic medium will have the same or similar characteristics. There are basically two ways photos are viewed. The most common is when the picture is a window through which we see and respond to what was in view of the camera. The second way brings our attention to the picture itself and how it is constructed. This construction begins with format, which is described as the boundary or limits of the picture area. Size, shape, and position of the picture relative to vertical or horizontal will have a substantial influence upon the perception of the audience. A standing person, using the movement of body, head, and eyes, can scan the horizontal axis more than a full circle, while in the vertical axis, only about half that movement can be achieved. As we look down while observing in the vertical plane, we eventually encounter ourselves, and just as we balance on our feet, the vertical format is balanced on a narrow end. These two conditions create a more active yet intimate experience when viewing a vertical format. The horizontal format allows a broad view left and right, where the audience is the center of the visual experience. The horizontal picture is wider than high, and therefore appears solid and stable. This is analogous to lying down and relaxing your entire body. Value is the density or darkness of marks within the format from which the picture is constructed. An explicit line is formed at the juxtaposition of two contrasting value areas. Commonly, the term line is used to describe what is actually a very narrow plane of value, much like the stroke of a pen. This stroke introduces outline, within which is shape. We commonly recognize objects by their shape. We can even recognize people we know by their own characteristic shape. Shape can often be used in place of text to compensate for language differences. However, simple abstract shapes can be open to interpretation. Is this picture two dark shapes against a white field, or a white shape against a dark field? But then, as a select arrangement of varying values are distributed within a shape, perspective comes into play, and the illusion of depth, texture, and form is revealed. This vertical picture is composed of a scale of varying gray values, which reveals its own set of texture, form, and depth. But as hue is introduced, a whole new system of human responses arise in both the making and the viewing of pictures. Color may be used in pictures to bring the viewer's attention to specific areas within the format, or to bring a sense of the tangible to the graphic message. Pictures containing more dark values than light are considered low-key. Low-key pictures elicit more dramatic or mysterious responses in the viewer. The opposite, that is, pictures containing more light values than dark, are considered higher in key. High-key pictures are more easily observed and elicit more pleasant responses within the viewer. I invite you to view the pictures in my gallery with these characteristics in mind. And I thank you for visiting my website.